Yes, this video is about drugs and alcohol. Everybody knows that alcohol is a sedative, makes you sleepy. In addition to that, not only do regular people get in trouble with alcohol, but so do celebrities. It doesn't matter who you are. If you drink alcohol, eventually, either you're going to run into trouble with the laws or health problems, but people continue to still do it because it's been socially acceptable, and now there's new terms as far as a social alcoholic, where people, they don't drink alcohol just because they want to drink. They drink it just so they can be around people and be social. And eventually, if you just keep drinking, something's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. It's a proven fact that about 80 to 90% of people who get in trouble with the law is either alcohol or drug related, as well as ever since I can remember, marijuana has always been basically glamorized. I've always listened to reggae music, but as far as marijuana goes, I think marijuana is also bad for you too. Just look at the death of Bob Marley. He died of cancer, and there's numerous other people. But I understand now in California it's legal. If you can get a special card that says that you can smoke it, more power to you. But me, I prefer to have my mind. I don't want something that's going to alter my mind. And a good way to take a look at it is just find somebody that smokes all the time, and don't smoke, and see how they act within 2 to 3 minutes. They get very sluggish, tired, lethargic. They don't want to do anything. Increased appetite. And me personally, I just think it's a waste of money. I'm not going to say I'm never going to have another drink again. I'm not going to say that I would never smoke marijuana, but everything has to be done in moderation. And unless you're growing it, truly growing it yourself, you really don't know what you're getting. And you got to ask yourself, do you really want to waste your money on it? Why is it that you're smoking it? I used to smoke it because I felt like if I smoked it, it was an escape. What are you escaping from? So a lot of it has to do with coming to terms, coming to grips on what it is that you're avoiding. Because it's probably something in your life that you need to confront. And until you confront it, what you run from is going to be running you. And in addition to that, it's illegal. Where I live, state of Virginia, you get caught with marijuana, you lose your license for 6 months. And the other aspect of it is, I don't know how much you are into spirituality, but it's been said in numerous places, when you drink alcohol or smoke marijuana, you make yourself vulnerable to spirits. Evil spirits can come into you, and people get possessed. And I'm not trying to get biblical or anything, but it's a proven fact. The best thing to do is just keep your mind to yourself. And people with psychic abilities will tell you, when you smoke and drink, it lowers your ability. And once your senses are lower, you're not as keen to your environment, so you make yourself more vulnerable. So to make yourself better at whatever it is you want to do, you need to have your senses more keen. And the only way to have your senses more keen is detoxifying. And detoxifying is through not doing drugs, alcohol, cutting back on toxic foods like sugars and certain meats, and not drinking sodas or caffeine. And if you went 2 weeks and just had pretty much a raw diet of just fresh fruits and vegetables and raw foods and just water, your senses would be so much better. You would get to the point where you're almost like a mammal. Well, we are mammals pretty much, but a mammal as far as your senses. Like, if you ever notice a dog, they're always sniffing, they're always smelling stuff, because their sense of smell is so strong. Dogs don't drink Coca-Cola and eat cheeseburgers from McDonald's and stuff, and their senses are so strong. That's their strongest senses. A lot of animals is their sense of smell, sight, hearing, but as humans, all we really use is sight, if that, and then what we hear and see on TV or what other people tell us. And the way I've always looked at it is believe nothing of what you hear and half of what you read. I mean, if you're not picking up a book and reading something, exercising your mind, then basically you're just letting somebody else run your mind. And I hope you like this video. I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to say. Can't think of anything in general, but also I'm pretty sure everybody's probably seen Behind the Music. And every episode of Behind the Music, you see these people that make millions and millions and millions of dollars, and no matter what, it always comes down to the same thing. They got involved in drugs, got involved in alcohol, and they had to learn the hard way. And everybody has the same story. Well, we did this, we did that, and the one did to this, and then something happened. Something really bad had to happen for them to wake up and see the light. Well, it doesn't have to be like that. And all you gotta do is look at the person who does what you may have thought about doing and ask yourself, do you really want to be like that? You know, look, I've never met anybody that I've seen that smoke crack and I thought to myself, oh, I want to be like that guy. Or look at a guy who was riding a bike. I'm not talking about for recreation. I'm talking about riding a bike for transportation, and you're like 60 years old. And I bet you gotta stop and ask that guy. He probably smoked marijuana every day of his waking moment. Either that, or he's probably trying to get a hold of some of it. And if you feel that you don't have the strength not to have a drink, go to an AA meeting. Go to Starbucks. Do something. I mean, there's other places and things you can go to where there doesn't have to be alcohol involved. And I'll tell you another thing, it's a big waste of money. You can go out, have drinks one night and spend $80, $100, even more. I've talked to bartenders that have told me that they've had people come in the bar, spend $500, $600 in one night. Maybe not just been for themselves, but for other people. But I'll tell you what, if you're buying other people drinks, you get a lot more drinks a lot fast. You make a lot of friends pretty fast. But after all the drinks are running out, you see who your real friends are. And interesting thing to try is if you got people that you always drink alcohol with, see how much you have in common with them when there's no, if you don't do any drinking, and or same thing with pot. You know, you have people that you hang out with that smoke marijuana. See how much you have in common with if you don't smoke marijuana. And another thing is that it's supposed to be a synthetic legalized marijuana. Spice stuff, that's even worse. I mean, if you can't read, if you look on the packaging, it says not for human consumption. So if you're going out smoking that stuff, then you know, you're just asking for trouble. You got issues anyway. But anyways, please feel free to leave a comment on the video, and I will be making more on different subjects. I just feel that it needs to be done, and I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe you learned something from it. And like I said, feel free to leave a comment, and there'll be more videos to come. And I appreciate you listening to the video. It's just felt like this is something that needed to be put out there, and hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.